grade. We're ready for math lesson 161. Let's start off with going over some of our concept cards this morning. So go ahead and give me the answers first for these formulas. What is the formula for the area of a rectangle? A equals length times width. What about the formula for the perimeter of a square? Excuse me. P equals 4 times S. What is the formula for the perimeter of a rectangle? P equals, in parentheses, 2 times L plus, in parentheses, 2 times W. What is this? Rhombus, parallelogram, trapezoid, angle, parallel lines, perpendicular lines, simple closed curve, polygon, point, line segment, line, ray, right angle, congruent angles, intersecting lines. Okay, so in our lesson today, we're talking about square measures. Now, what would you get if you would multiply inches by inches? You would get square inches. What about feet times feet? You would get square feet. What about yards times yards? You would get square yards. Now, can you tell me how many inches are in a foot? How many inches are in 1 foot? There are 12. So to find the number of square inches in a square foot, we take 12 and multiply it by 12. Multiply it by itself. Okay? Because when we square a number, we always use the number as a factor twice. So multiply 12 times 12 to get 144. Okay? So the number of square inches in a square foot, there are 12 inches in a foot. So you go 12 times 12, and that is 144. So if you look at this card, you see 1 square foot equals 144 square inches. Now, do you think you can figure out how many square feet are in a square yard? Follow the same steps, okay? So how many feet are in 1 yard? 3, right? There are 3 feet in 1 yard. So to find how many square feet there are in a square yard, you take 3 and you multiply it by itself. And then what do you get? 9, right? So there are 9 square feet in a square yard. So if you look at this card, it says 1 square yard equals 9 square feet. So 1 square yard equals 9 square feet. 1 square foot equals 144 square inches. Now, the other day I had 1 square yard on the board. And again today I have a square yard on the board. And this square yard proves that there are 9 square feet in 1 square yard. Each side represents 3 feet, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then the square has a total of 9 square feet. See, it's a square yard and it has 9 square feet in it. If you count them, there are 9. So, square measures is simply number multiplied by itself. Square feet is feet times feet equals square feet, yard times yard equals square yard. There are 144 square inches in 1 square foot. There are 9 square feet in 1 square yard. Those two measurements, or those two things you want to remember today. Let's how to find the area and the perimeter of a rectangle. So first of all, I have our dimensions, which are the length is 8 meters and the width is 6 meters, okay? So we have a length of 8 meters and a width of 6 meters. So first of all, let's find the perimeter of our rectangle. Now, the formula for the perimeter of a rectangle is P equals 2 times L plus, in parentheses, 2 times W. These are both in parentheses. Because remember, we have a length of 8 meters and there are 2 lengths. We have a width of 6 meters and there are 2 widths. So we take this times 2 and we take this times 2 and then we add them together. Whatever is in the parentheses, we do first. So now we need to fill in our numbers. A length of 8 meters plus 2 times, this is supposed to say times, sorry. 2 times 6. So now we have P equals, work what's in parentheses, so we have 2 times 8 is 16, plus 2 times 6 equals 12. Now our answer is 28. 28 square, or no, not square, thinking area, right? 28 meters. The perimeter of our rectangle is 28 meters around the outside. Now, how do we find the area of a rectangle? Remember, when we're finding area, we're counting square units. But to count, it takes long. So what is our formula for finding the area? If we just multiply the length times the width, that will tell us the square feet or meters or yards, whatever we're working with. So now we go area equals 8 times 6, and multiply, A equals 48, and because we have area now, it is square meters. So we write SQ dot meters. And the area of our rectangle is 48 square meters. That is all for today's class. Work carefully in your lesson. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in language class.